Welcome back to Dockside Live then, and what an absolutely crazy end to that half of football, Tony. What a stark contrast that second half was compared to the first half. First of all, we went from just nothingness basically to we absolutely dominated the first 25 minutes of that second half. They nicked a goal. My microphone is not on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we can hear me. Welcome back to Dockside Live. I'm sure you can hear me through Tony's mic. Anyway, that was first half stale. Second half, we dominated for 25 minutes. They got a goal out of nothing, really. Like, the boys will be really disappointed with the goal that we conceded.
Yeah.
What a crazy end to the game, though.
It was. I think it's deserved. I think a point each. I think the game wasn't the best for either side. But obviously, I think the first 25 minutes of the second half, we were dominant. I thought we were going to get something. We had a couple of chances. And then disappointing to lose a goal as soon as they come straight after that. It was disappointing, and you're thinking then we're chasing it then, but obviously to get it at the end, it's good for the fans and then for the players to get that, and then obviously Beto to get the goal for us. It's good for us. It helps us in a way that.
You see Beto going over to the away fans there, giving his shirt away to, I'm assuming, a youngster. What a hero. It's a good finish. We got unlucky not to score, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we had a couple of chances,
Barry did really well to cut it back to Dewsbury Hall. Obviously, the people watching, that wasn't, at least if you're watching in the UK, that wasn't a game that was on TV. So I guess to talk you through some of the chances that we had, it kind of started, at least from Brighton, I think we started the second half really well. They kind of picked up where they left off in the first half and were misplacing passes and just being a bit sloppy with the ball. And they were very sloppy and basically just give it to Barry. Not quite through on goal. He was running down the left side, wasn't he? So he was at a really tight angle. We were saying most strikers would probably shoot, and realistically, at that angle, you're probably just kicking it straight at the goalie. He had really good awareness to square it to Keenan.
Yeah, it was a good decision from him, because obviously Dewsbury Hall was in a better position, and ideally he should be finishing. He should but the keeper was a good save.
It was a good save.
It was a really good save from the keeper. But you'd expect Dewsbury Hall
to bit more in the corner.
Yeah, you expect him to finish that where he is, and it was 6-yard box, something like that, just outside the 6-yard. Yeah. So, but no, you give a credit to the keeper. It was a good save.
And then we had quite a few chances from corners. There was like Brownthwaite got a flick on at one point, but nobody was at the back post to finish it off. The biggest one after that was Tarkowski. Really good header, and I think it actually flicked off Jake O'Brien, was it? Or Brownthwaite?
It was one of them, yeah. It was strange, we couldn't really quite see it, but obviously that was a chance as well when you look at it. Then obviously a couple of minutes later they go down to the end and score. It's like
out of nothing.
Yeah, it was one of them weird games, and probably where either team would probably be happy with the point, to be honest. But obviously to nick it at the end like that, to get a point for us, obviously the scenes for the travelling fans, it's nice.
I feel like obviously Brighton are going to be disappointed because they conceded in 96, 97 minutes, something crazy like that. On the balance of the game as a whole, though, if you're going to pick a team that deserved to win, it's probably us. But realistically, a point apiece.
Overall, I say it was probably even. It was a point apiece. I think the teams will probably say so that myself. But I think the way we started the second half, I think we were like carrying on. And I think if we would have got a goal the second half, the way we were pressing, I think we could have got a couple more. Yeah. The momentum was with us. It was a total different team what was from the first half. So I think the momentum, I think we could have seen a couple more goals, but obviously we didn't get that bit of luck. The keeper made a nice save, but yeah, it was one of them games where you would take a point.
You just said it was a totally different team in the second half. It was actually the exact same team. What was it you think that made that difference watching the game?
It's obviously the manager saying something that had been said. He's had to
kick up the backside.
Yeah, you would have to. I think knowing how he is, I don't think he'd be happy with that at all. I think the performance-wise, each and every one of them, I don't think it was just individual. I think it was just in a way of a whole team and like more or less, let's start now. We haven't started the first half. You need to get down. You need to show now. This is not acceptable. And obviously they did the second half. It was completely different.
There was everyone, to be fair, in that second half played really well. Brownthwaite to come off, and Dewsbury Hall, which is, I guess, to be expected. Yeah. Keenan was playing really well, Jared was playing really well, but they've only just come back, particularly Jared, from a very, very long injury.
Keenan's obviously coming back in after a hamstring injury, which is always a bit like, oh, I really hope he doesn't do it again. So that's just sensible management of the players, isn't it, really?
No, yeah.
The lads who come in did okay. Harrison Armstrong did well as well, but he's just changing the side up. He's just...
Yeah, it was. Obviously, I would have liked to see him a bit more on the ball, but it was hard. We weren't really one of them games where you've seen them type of players get on the ball much. So you can understand the first half was a bit frustrating for him. But yeah, I think obviously giving him minutes and then taking him off the second half, he's just looking after him. He could have took a number of people off really to try and change it. But yeah, obviously the young lad, he was playing well, but you'd like to see him on the ball more.
And then for you guys watching at home to talk you through the goal, well, I guess we can talk you through Brighton's goal first of all. We kind of got counter-attacked. They were running down the right-hand side, squared it across. I think one of the centre-backs, Tarkowski, had pushed across. Keane, I might be getting them mixed up the wrong way around, was marking their striker. Yeah. But he just sort of dummied it and let it roll through his legs. Yeah. And then Pascal Gross ran onto it and finished it quite well, to be fair. Yeah. It's kind of out of nothing on a counter-attack.
Out of nothing, but me personally, I think they should be dealing that. The defender should be dealing with better. As a full-back, if it comes from either side, you can see the line of ball.
Sure.
So if a centre-forward or an attacking person is in front of you,
you need to be...
You're on the wrong side. Yeah. That's the danger, is him scoring in goal. Mm-hmm. So you can't be at the back of him. You need to be either on line with him or in front of him.
Sure.
If the ball goes over your head, you've still got a chance then. But it's one of them things. It's just little tricky things just like that where you expect it. We should be dealing with 4 centre-halves. They should, in a way of, something should be getting cleared. Do you know what I mean? Your bread and butter's defender as a centre-half. So you should be dealing with them more or less. It was, like you said, it was out of nothing.
It really deflated the game as well, didn't it? Like, we were absolutely all over them, and it just sort of, everything just disappeared off the game, and it went kind of back to the first half until...
That happens, that can happen. It's one of them things. It's like, obviously, you're doing so well in the game, and then they just get a lucky break and a silly goal, and then next minute, your heads go, you're chasing the game, you're deflated. It happens, and that's, if you stop the little silly things in football.
That's the consistency the manager's talking about.
Yeah. And the confidence, it just builds and builds and builds. Once you have confidence and the consistency of grinding games out or even playing in a way to a style that you're getting your results, it just snowballs. The confidence is massive in the side, and you'll go to teams and it doesn't even, you don't think about it, it just happens. I don't know how many times we had 1-0s under Moyes. It just happens. And you don't really know what you're doing. So it's just one of them things. It's just the silly mistakes, which is costing us a bit. But obviously the character in the lads to get back and get us a goal, it's massive. It just shows.
Really, really good. We'll talk you through our goal, the equaliser, very, very shortly. But first of all, let's hear what today's captain, James Tarkowski, had to say about the match.
Yeah, it does. I mean, both teams get a point, but it always feels better if you score the second one in a game like that, especially so late. I thought we played really well second half. First half, we started a bit slow, but sort of got to grips with the game. And then second half, I thought we were really in control, and we looked like the team were going to score. Then sort of a goal from nothing, which is really disappointing because we've been defending ever so well away from home. And then, managed to nick it down.
It did look like a pretty ferocious battle out there. Can you sum up the emotions when you do get that last-minute equaliser, when you see it hit the net?
To be honest, I was offside, and I had a small thought in my head that it might have been called offside because I thought it might be in the way of the goalie. But luckily enough, I was out the way, so I sort of jogged back a little bit cautiously, thinking it might have got disallowed.
Tell us about Beto. How pleased are you for him on his birthday too?
I mean, everyone says it about Beto. He's one of the hardest workers in the team. Never gives up. Always open to criticism, how to improve, how to get better, and he's continuously trying to develop his game. And moments like that he really deserves because he put so much effort in.
Overall, you had 2 cracking chances, goal line clearances just before they scored. Is a point the least you deserved?
Yeah, as I said, I thought second half we controlled it. They had a few chances in the first half, but second half I thought we were in control. We really got to grips with their system, and we were all looking like we were going to score. And then when you get punished the way they did, to us, you are a bit thinking, have we been done here? But yeah, managed to fight in there and get that point.
I asked you about one teammate. What about Jared Branthwaite? How pleased are you for him after 8 months out, gets 88 minutes out there?
Yeah, I'm buzzing for him because he's been through a lot in the last few months. It's been a long time. He's had setback after setback and finally gets himself out there, and we know how good he is. He's proven it time after time.
And you're so difficult to beat, especially away from home. This away record this season, fantastic. What is the key to being so resilient, so tough on the road in the Premier League?
You don't want to give too many chances away, so the base of it is defend as well as you can and stop the team from creating chances. And then we've got quality all over the pitch. We've signed some terrific players. We already had some terrific players there, and we're a team now we're really trying to push to be in that top half of the table and beyond there. So we're still developing, still getting better, but yeah, we're really working at it, and hopefully a good finish to the season.
Fair play. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you ever so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Kind of just echoing what we were saying is Tarky there, talking about feeling defensively solid, that leads to good away results, unlucky to concede a bit of a goal out of nothing, and then obviously good to get the it feels really good when you're the team that is the one that scores the equaliser. Obviously heartbreak for Brighton, and if it was the other way around we'd be fuming. A fair point, I guess, but let's go through the goal, I guess, whilst we hopefully hear from David Moyes very shortly, but we can talk you guys through, because you might have never seen it. We were really pushing, and we talked about the game getting a little bit deflated, the sting being taken out the game when they scored. We started to make some subs to try and get back into the game, and I think particularly we made something around the 85th minute and basically just went, when Beto come on, just went gung-ho, we just need the goal, and we were just firing balls into their box. Tarkowski was basically playing up front because we had so many set plays. It was getting recycled back to Patterson, slung back into the box over and over and over again. There was a couple of chances where Tarky won a flick on and then Branthwaite won a flick on, and you're waiting for it to just drop to someone, and they somehow cleared it away and it gets recycled again. Comes out to James Garner, puts a good ball into the box. I thought Jake O'Brien was about to score a screamer, and then striker's job. Beto kept himself on side. He was alive to it, and it was a tidy finish.
No, it was. Obviously, Beto's on. You put him on. You want to give him one of them chances. And obviously, he's had that chance and put it away for us. And that's obviously striker. That's what you want. Obviously, the manager knows what he's like. You know, he's a handful. He will obviously upset their defence. So obviously, fair dues to the manager as well as putting him on and more or less going for it, going for the like in a way of to get something towards us, putting the lads on who will create stuff. So it's fair dues to the manager, obviously believing in the lads and obviously putting the subs on the way he made them.
With Beto, does that coming on and nicking a goal, does that give him enough to start, or do you think he's still going to be a bit of a bit player off the bench and he's getting chucked on to try and change a game? Or because Van Heck was doing really, really well, and he continued to do so, but that was finally, he just got the edge. I mean, that was the first ball he didn't win basically all day, and we score out of it. Is that just fresh legs? Is that just a different style of player, or it's
just the manager obviously working the subs of what he's got? I think he knows in a way he's given your Beto on. It's a different, more or less a different player. It's more or less it's given the defence a different problem than obviously being with Barry. You're playing against someone a centre forward, i.e. Barry. You'll read him, you'll know. Obviously, you're playing with the minutes with him, so you'll understand his runs. You'll understand what he's capable of. A new person comes on, then it's all new again. So you've got to try and learn them again. So it's a different just scenario. It's a different person. So it's good in a way when he's making them subs, because he knows obviously Beto's will be a problem for anyone. So it's just one of them things that we get the result we wanted in a way of the punch towards the end. But ideally, you want to be going there. Obviously, you want to, from our away record, you want to be obviously getting the 3 points. But we'll take that.
Feels like a game we probably could have, if not maybe should have won.
Going into it with our away record, I think we'll be surprised. I think a lot of times we're going away and it was like, we'll probably take a point here and we go and win. So our away record was really good. So I was in a way of confidence as we could get something here. I just wanted us to stay in the game a bit longer. I didn't think we more or less concede like that in a way. But obviously this is football. Brighton was a good team. They are a good team.
It's a good finish.
So they're going to obviously cause problems. But to get a point, you've got to think at the end of that, you'll be happy with it.
We've got Fulham next at home. I'm pretty sure that one is. Does the contrast to the away record versus the home record, does that kind of come from how the teams that we're playing against set up to play against us, do you think? I don't think Brighton were particularly excellent today, particularly on the ball and the way that they like to play. But there's sort of an expectation of a team playing at home to try and be the one in the ascendancy, to try and keep hold of the ball, pass around, play attacking football. That's what their fans want to see. Whereas we can go and set up resilient away from home, and then we've been hitting some good results. Whereas when we're here, teams come to set up resilient against us, and we're kind of struggling to create some chances when that happens. But we've got Keenan Dewsbury Hall back. We've got Illy back now. Tiano Barry scoring. Is there light on the horizon or light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah, definitely, because we got them players back. You need them players. Obviously, when you're playing at home, you need them type of players. They're the players who are going to unlock the defence. Obviously, when an away team comes here, they all got to sit back a bit. Obviously, the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Man U, City, they're going to be a bit more open. They're going to be attacking more. Sure. They attack home and away, so like the pressure's on them in a way. And obviously, it shows the way they are in the league. But yeah, when we're going more or less away, it's more or less in a way of the home team has got to attack us, and that sort of suited us for a bit. I think we've been hitting teams on the counter-attack, so letting the teams come to us and then hit them on the break. Whereas here, the pressure's on us. We've got to start well. We've got to put them under pressure, the away team, and we were struggling with that. But with the players coming back from AFCON, obviously players coming back from injury now, we need them players because they're the players what will unlock and obviously help us massively in the games.
It's the quality that we need.
That's all it is, yeah.
I think the manager will probably be, with how he spoke in his press conference, he was a little bit more open about transfers than he usually is. So maybe there's some transfer moves on the horizon, because you wouldn't expect to play 4 centre-backs in defence when you're playing at home.
Yeah.
You want overlapping full-backs, and we assume, well, we said Mikalenko was just a knock. Yeah. That was confirmed, so hopefully he's back for the next game. But you want some...
You would like, ideally, you would want natural left-back and right-back. Ideally, you would, but obviously the manager's hands are tied, really, in a way of if there are injuries. So it's one of them that he's picking the stronger side he thinks will do a job for us, and that's home or away. So it wouldn't surprise me if he did have the injuries or the player's not quite fit. He would still play the 4 centre-backs. So that's the type of Moyes is. He's the one in the pressure. He's the one who's got to take it. He's the one who'll set the team up wanting a win or to get something out of a game. He's the one in the hot seat. So the pressure's all on him. He's the manager. He's done it long enough. He'll know his side. He knows how to win games here. But yeah, it's one of them. It's how it is. It's like we will all love players to come in and obviously world-class players, but it's never that easy. It's hard. It's at the end of the day, it is a business, but if we haven't got the money to spend, then we shouldn't spend it.
Sure. Speaking of transfers, though, there has been an exciting new arrival at Goodison Park, where Everton Women's have had a new signing. Take a look at this.
Layla, welcome to Everton Football Club. How happy are you to sign for this club?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I think it's a big club with big ambitions, and yeah, I'm excited to get going. And
here we are at Goodison Park. You've just walked around the stadium. What are your first impressions of it?
Yeah, it's a big stadium, one that I think I'll enjoy playing in, and yeah, I've heard the fans are really good as well. So yeah, nice to see them on Sunday at Goodison.
And as you mentioned, we're here on Sunday against Aston Villa, 11:55 kick-off. Raring to go, I'm guessing?
Yeah, for sure. I think massive game and 3 points are definitely needed, so hopefully I can help the team get them.
And you're taking the number 16 shirt at Everton. Is there a particular meaning behind why you've got that number?
Yeah, so my first senior loan was at Watford, and I was number 16 there with some special memories made, so I want to continue making them here in Everton too.
And you've been, obviously, as you said, on loan with Watford, Southampton and also Portland. Now making the step up to the WSL, is that something that you're definitely ready to do?
Yeah, for sure. I think that I'm quite young, but I've got a lot of senior experience already in other leagues than the WSL, and now it's about competing and proving myself in this league.
And then for the fans that might not know as much about you, how would you describe yourself as a player?
I'm a central midfielder. I like the ball under pressure, very technical, and I like to pass, so hopefully I can show what I can do here at Goodison.
Hopefully a very good signing for Everton Women's there. A reminder that we are at home against Aston Villa tomorrow at Goodison Park, 11:55 kick-off if you want to get down and watch some football at the Old Lady. Now, looking ahead, Tony, bit of fake news from me. We're not playing at home against Fulham. We are away, back-to-back away games. Yep. So a chance to go and get another big victory on the road and another big performance. We've been performing really, really well. So,
well, that's what I expected here today. So our away form is really, really good. I would like our own form to be the other way around, yeah. But no, it is what it is. Obviously, the lads get a result today, take a point. You'll take that with the performances and the way the game was. It was a horrible game, but obviously you don't want to lose games, so it's good for the lads getting a point here today.
Is Craven Cottage a nice place to go? Doesn't strike me as the most...
It is a nice place, and I think that's the problem.
Is it too nice?
It's too nice, yeah.
Interesting.
So, you don't get so much stick.
I was going to say, It seems like a nice day out. It's like go for a cup of tea and watch the footy, not like Goodison or Hill Dickinson's absolutely booming. Goodison, everyone's on top of you, you know?
Yeah, they're a nice set of fans, I'll tell you that. You don't get any bother from them at all. Changing rooms could be a bit bigger, but there's a nice set of fans.
You always get, this is something I only started to learn when I started to like get a little bit closer to football clubs. They're sneaky with the changing rooms, aren't they? Like the home, there's like, let's not go too far, but as bad as you're like legally allowed to go for the away dressing room to like put you under as much pressure as possible, like.
To be honest, I think that's, I haven't been there in a number of years now, so when we were there, I think that was probably the smallest.
Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't many who were
even
that.
Goodison, like I've seen the Goodison home dressing room, it's like, oh, this is quite nice. And you look at the Goodison away dressing room, it's like a airing cupboard.
The away one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's like the same, all of them that I've gone to, like when you go around other stadiums, it's like the home team, here's all your massage tables and your nice showers and your bath and everything. And it's like, you go in the away one, and it's like the dressing rooms I used to play in Sunday League.
Yeah, yeah. Well, just being, I thought if it's changed, the away dressing room here was, at Goodison was always big. It was
really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe I was just so in awe of the fact that I was in Everton's
obviously it's been
dressing room with my name on
changed
a
over
shirt.
the years, yeah. So I think the one and even the home.
It's definitely not as nice as the home one, I can tell you that for sure.
No, it won't be. Yeah, I don't know that, but it was always big. Going back years,
Okay,
it was always big changing room. Which when I first come in and I seen it was like it is big, this changing room for away.
Too nice.
Yeah, for the away. And obviously over the years the home changing rooms started adapting and getting changed, and there were just big baths, believe it or not then. Big massive baths. So yeah, all changed, all modern.
Yeah. No going and having a pint in the bath after a win. Not anymore. With modern sports science.
We had a bottle or two. On good results, we had a bottle or two. We're saying no more, yeah.
Brilliant. Right, we are just heading for David Moyes, so I'll bring that to you shortly. What else have we got lined up here? We were talking about this a little bit off air, actually, Tony. We have talked about the fluidity of the midfield. James Garner, for example, playing absolutely all over the place. And I said to you, I seen this on another club. I think it was like a conference club, one of the lower leagues. Their players arguing about it. What's the easiest position to play as a professional footballer?
I would say, because they're all mad, I'll say a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I see.
So I'm not going to say outfielders, keepers. You got to be mad to be in goal.
Yeah.
And
does that not make it really hard? Because if you're not a nutter, then
you're a nutter. So it's just getting balls booted at you. I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? But obviously,
I tried to work backwards and say, for me, strikers get paid the most. So that must be the hardest job otherwise ever going to do it and make a fortune. No. Okay. No. Centre mid, because they're doing loads of running, but also got to be good on the ball.
I'd say centre mid is probably the hardest.
Okay.
And then I'll probably say, if you're
going to say fullback, aren't you? Is the second hardest. Bit of bias.
It depends, yeah. Because if you're a wing back, obviously it's hard work.
Yeah, you got to go up and down.
So it depends. Yeah, it's like a winger. A winger quite hard. It depends on all the formations and the positions that change over the years, and like nowadays you don't see a normal winger. Do you know what I mean? So they're like a right side forward.
Okay, sure.
So
like
it changes, yeah. But if I was to the outfielders, the next easiest one, I'll probably say, as I've played, and I know a lot of the old teammates are going to go crazy, I'll probably say centre half.
Next time I'm on here with Stubbsy, I'll ask him the same question. What do you reckon he'll say? Right back?
He'll probably say right back, yeah. It was easy playing with Stubbsy, I'll tell you that. Stubbsy made it easy for me.
Fair. Yeah. My answer was left back, but that's just because where they stuck me in my Sunday league. I was one of the worst players on the team, so it makes sense. And you're just the mirrored image of me on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Right, we have got David Moyes ready, probably a little bit more serious than myself and Tony are here. So let's hear what the manager has to say.
I know that it needed a late goal, but overall, do you think you were good value for a point?
Absolutely, we were. Look, there's not many teams come here and win, that's for sure. And I think we were one of the last ones about a year ago. I think Aston Villa might have done it as well. So they've got a great record here. They're very hard to beat. And it looked it was going to go away from us. I didn't think we really deserved to be 1-0 down. I didn't think we'd conceded too many big opportunities to them. But they got a goal, and it just looked like we weren't going to get back in the game. But we deserved it. We kept at it, kept kept trying to find ways of getting something, and we got it in the end.
It felt that their goal actually came when you were getting on top in the game. I guess that's just football sometimes when those sorts of things happen.
Yeah, I do as well. I mean, we probably made 2 or 3 sort of mistakes. It seemed to elude 2 or 3 players the ball, and you just can't. You have to tidy it up much quicker than we certainly did, and we didn't in the end when they scored. So look, they bounced back from it. We pick up a point here. It's never easy, and we go with it and very happy.
Your attacking threat seemed to increase in the second half compared to the first. What changed in that regard?
I thought we played better in the second half than we did. I thought the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I thought Brighton were the better team, and they were much sharper, much quicker to the ball than we were. I thought we improved as the half went on, got a little bit more possession. But I was glad to get in at half time with the result as it was, because I thought that hopefully we could do better and not change things too much, but just try and make sure that we remind the players that we'll need to do more than what we've done in the first half.
Tieno Barry's obviously got the headlines for you with his goal-scoring form, but another centre-forward steps up with the late goal for you today. How pleased are you for Beto, and what can this do for him?
Well, he's a great lad to work with. He tries to make himself better every day, he really does. I'm pleased because he's been probably needing the confidence from the goal, and I think the crowd celebration, because I think they know as well. He's a big lad who does everything he possibly can to be as good as he can be. And I'm glad he got the goal. Started to score all the goals for me last year around about this time, so let's hope he's about to go into season again.
And just finally, how's the hamstring? Because that was quite the celebration from you at the end.
No, perfect. I would have. I'd have gone a bit further if I could have, but we can't enjoy it anymore as managers, can we, without getting booked for walking out the area. So they're putting a damper on that as well.
Well, enjoy tonight. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers, David. Thank you.
The manager potentially pulling a hammy running onto the pitch if he was allowed, of course, right? Yeah. It's been a good Saturday of football. We'll be back on Dockside Live next Saturday for Fulham away. It is transfer deadline day before then. Unfortunately, Tony, you're not much use when it comes to talking about transfers, are you?
No.
Which is a commendable thing as a footballer, I think, to be a one-club man. But I would have liked some juicy transfer gossip of some agents whispering in your ear. Do you want to go? Yeah, we've got this deal. No, nothing.
No, I think even they knew I wouldn't want to move, so it was wasting time really trying to tap me up.
Your agent had the easiest job in the world.
Probably, yeah. We got paid well, yeah. That was easy for them. So yeah, no, I never wanted to move. Fair. I think everyone knew that role.
Exciting times ahead. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back same time next week, half an hour before kick-off, Saturday, away to Fulham. We'll see you then.